give you a quick tutorial on using custom fonts in the college. Unfortunately, in the college, there are very few ways of doing this, as the network blocks anything being installed, basically. So what will actually happen is if you try and install a custom font, it will just be blocked, and it'll say you'd need to be an administrator and have a password, etc. to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a way around this. A little bit of a cheat. It's a little bit of a pain, but it does mean you can use custom fonts when you like. Anyway, the first thing you're going to need to do is go to my Photoshop videos and help section. If you scroll down to the bottom, I've got a little using custom font section, and you need to download this fontviewer.exe. What you're going to need to do with this is you're going to need to put it on something, and I would strongly suggest like a memory stick or something like that, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm actually going to right and click on it, save as, and I'm going to save it on this this memory stick here, and just like that. And then if I go along to the bottom, it should appear, and there it is. And if you double click on that, it should run, and it should look something like this, basically. So you should have a little sort of display like that, and I'm sure if I had that up as well, that's exactly what it should look. You should have all your fonts in the background as well. So once we've got that, we leave that open, and anytime you want to use custom fonts, you will need to open this and leave it open, basically, but it shouldn't be too much of a fuss if it's just stuck on a memory stick or something. You're then going to need to go find some custom fonts. We've put a link here for Dafont in this section as well, which is one such site that has loads of free custom fonts on it. Open in a new tab. It's actually sat there, so let's actually go there. And there's hundreds of sections here, and there's thousands probably of fonts on here. Loads of stuff you can really go around and find some nice creative stuff. I'm just going to grab this one at the top just to give you a quick demonstration. So if we just click download, I'm just going to open the zip file, and then I need this file here, the true type font file, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on that, and I'm going to extract that. Now again, this is important where you put this. I would strongly suggest you put it in exactly the same place as our font viewer. So I'm going to just basically extract it there. So I'm just going to press OK. So if I go back along here, there's actually a couple of fonts there, but I'm looking at that one, Quirky and Messy that I just downloaded. And what I'm then going to do is I've just put it there. I haven't, if I double click on this, it will come up with this sort of screen, which some of you are probably very familiar with, and you'd usually click install. I'm not going to click the install because again it's just going to say, oh, you need to be administrator and you need a password, yada yada yada. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the font viewer, and then I'm going to go to not installed fonts. I'm going to click on that. When I come onto here, it gives me loads of options, and I can choose exactly where. It's automatically selected on this removal disk G, this one there, and actually I'm just double clicked on that just to refresh it again. You can see the Quick and Messy has come up. I'm going to select the Quick and Messy, and I'm not going to go to install selected font. That's just going to do what I've just said we can't do. I'm going to go to this install font temporarily. If I click on that, it will give me this. It will say, do you want to do that? I will go, of course. And if I double click on that, now that has been temporarily installed. It will only work with this application working and it being open, and unfortunately you will need to install it every time you use the computer. I know it's a pain in the neck, but it is the only way of doing it that I'm aware of. So click on that. We've opened up that. It should be, if I could move this slightly, and then if I click along here, it's called Quirky Messy, so we'll just see if it's actually been installed on here. And there it is, Quirky Messy. Okay, so it is installed. I'm just going to go back to our little tutorial that we've messed around with a few times. I've got this little bit of text at the bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to select that, and I've just been messing around with this, so it's giving me this sort of thing. And I press OK, it's selected off there. And what I am going to do now is I'm going to find my quirky and messy, and you can see it there. I'm going to select that, and there you go, I get a custom font. Okay, and just says Bill Murray there, and the I looks slightly weird because it's a capital. I'll just change that there. There you go, and you've got a custom font. So pretty much you've got a million different options now by using this wonderful font viewer, and having a good sort of play around with that. You will, unfortunately, as I said before, every time you come in and you say you want to use your custom font, so every time I came in and I wanted that Bill Murray thing to be displayed like that, I would need to open this up and temporarily install whatever fonts I'm using, but hopefully that'll only be a few and it shouldn't be too much of a pain in the neck. Anyway, thanks.